What's up, Bounce House School? Let's talk about the hiring crash course. The hardest thing about this industry, the biggest complaint, is finding people who actually show up. I hear it all the time. Nobody shows up. This generation doesn't want to work. Nobody works as hard as I do. If only I could clone myself. So how is it that we are able to hire more people than we need? That's one problem that we don't have, but it's not because I got lucky. A lot of people tell me, Tariq, you got lucky, you got an awesome team. I love my team. I am lucky to have them, but the fact that I keep hiring awesome people has nothing to do with luck, because leadership and hiring are skills, and skills can be taught and learned. So if you are intentional about learning these skills, then you will become a better leader. You will learn how to hire. And today I'm gonna give you guys some quick tips on how to do that. And we're gonna interview our one and only Amir again here. What's up, Amir?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
All right. How long have you been at Bounce My House?
I've been here, what, four and a half years.
4.5 years. How did we even hire you, brother?
My cousin Samir worked here, and then he actually referred me to you guys, and I was able to get hooked up. Yeah.
Our best team members have been referrals. We do hire on like Indeed and stuff, or sorry, yeah, Indeed. But most of our best people who last are usually referrals, and we just really provide a really good culture here. And people are telling other people that, hey, if you don't want to work behind the grill anymore, if you don't want to be standing there, this is a job where you get to be outdoors. It's a lot of fun. What made you want to work here?
I mean, I feel like I'm a people's person. You know, I definitely like to go out on the job site and communicate with people. You know, I tend to help. I enjoy helping people with their problems, and like to see kids have fun. Definitely, you know. So I tend to enjoy it. So that's how it is. So
he's a good BSer, huh?
I am.
Yeah.
So
nah. How old were you when you started with us?
I started when I was 18. Now I'm 22.
All right, he's about to finish college. That's really cool.
This, you know, when on my free time, you know. Enjoy the bosses, you know, they treat everyone good, great culture, you know. We typically, all the guys tend to hang out, especially on the side. We all, on our breaks, we go to the gym and everything. Yeah, so it's all nice staying together, you know, especially over the summer. What else do you want to do? Nobody is in school, everyone wants to make money, especially the kids out there. You want to shoot for the college kids, you want to shoot for the high schoolers. They're typically looking for that kind of free time.
Not everybody. Some people just want to stay home, right, and play Fortnite. But there are people who are about that. And if you find one, then you'll find a second and a third. They'll all refer each other. So we don't have that problem. Most of our guys are on time, and we don't have that issue. Tell me, you just mentioned something that's really important. A lot of people have a hard time with, you hire somebody, but then they deliver in the morning, and then they have to pick up in the evening. What about that break in between? How is that for you? Is that a problem?
I mean, for summer, typically, you know, a lot of people tend to have that whole summer to work, you know, especially you guys give us that time to go ahead and clean bounce houses and go ahead and clean, or be able to have that culture of going out together, going to your house, you know. We tend to bring bounce houses to your guys' house, have all the guys over, and we have a blast, you know, so.
Did you find like you wasted your day? Because we don't pay them for the full day. A lot of times, like, especially on weekends, they will work from like 9 a.m. till 1 or 2. Then they'll clock out for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then go back. And a lot of people have a hard time. They're like, nobody's gonna want that. So they don't even try to hire, because they're like, and I get it. I think, like, for me, I have a family, I don't want that. But I think a lot of these young kids, like, I would not want that kind of job. But so these guys are going, you mentioned the gym, you mentioned going out to eat.
Like, we go fishing, we bring our fishing poles, you know, we're in the neighborhood, we see a nice pond. We got our fishing poles in the back, you know, we go cast couple, catch couple, and then, hey, we got to go pick it up. So we're in and out, we tend to just find things to do, keep ourselves busy. So while we're in between just breaks, we go play basketball with the guys, you know. That's how it is. Then we'll go get food, and they don't have a problem, you know, so.
Did you know all these people when you started working here?
No, I didn't, you know, so, I mean.
So just to be clear, you're going fishing, to the gym, playing basketball, eating with people you've never met before. You met them at the job.
I met them here, you know, everyone likes to work here, you know, we all have the same sense of things to do, you know, so we all go to the gym, we work out, we eat the same things, we all have the same break. We love making money, that's how it is, you know. Great tips too, we all get geeked up about the tips, so that's how it is. We all like to go spend it and have fun, you know.
And for tips, we give 100% to our team. We accept tips online as well and in person.
Yeah.
What is so let's talk about the hiring process. What is it? Were you ever there when we did the referral?
With the, as in like
referral bonus.
Yeah, I did. Well, me sending like 3 guys here, I
Yeah.
got good referrals.
You
know,
get
they
so
think I'm good.
referral bonus. So I'm gonna. I've talked before about Indeed and all that. I'll talk a little bit about that. But the best people we found, if I'm being honest, for the delivery crew, for the office, it's a different story. But for the delivery crew, has been referrals.
Yeah.
So what we do is we say, hey, we will give you what is it?
$400, $300.
400. Dang, he's just making that. We said 200. Was it 200?
I think it was 300. 300, 400. Yeah.
All right, 300. All right, that's
300,
fine. We'll go with that.
yeah.
That's
I
one.
was getting there, yeah.
That's one combo. That's one combo rental. We'll take it. How long do they have to stay here?
I think they had to stay here a year, or 6
3 months. 3 months.
I think 5 months. 5 months actually. It is 5 months.
He's not paying attention.
No.
So if they're working, I think we broke it down. If they work at least like 12 shifts,
I mean, everyone
6
I bring
shifts.
in, hey, they end up staying here
he
for
does.
a
Yeah,
year.
he's
so
he's
more
our
than a
top
year.
refer. And here's what's cool, because we tie the referral bonus. So we'll give them $300-$400 if you refer somebody. There's a lot, like he's got brothers that he will not refer here, and he's like,
it's
they're
just-
not going to last, and they're
I know
very
how they
selective
are.
about who they refer.
Exactly.
You wanna
So,
talk about
like,
that a little bit?
I mean, with people, I tend to like working with people that like to work hard. I don't like people sitting down being slouchy or it's too hot. I like to get the job done and okay, we could go hang out in the car and that's it. Sit in the AC feels great, So I tend to like to surround myself with people that love money and like hustle and stuff like that. So, it's great to work in an environment like that. I tend to surround myself with a lot of kids that have the same goals as me too. So it's good. So we don't have a problem here.
I love it, and I think it's cool that this encourages you to refer the right people, because
Exactly.
you're like, if I refer somebody and they don't show up, then it reflects poorly on you, and you're not going to get paid.
And I don't, I won't get the payout bonus, and it just looks bad on my end. So I
We-
make sure I bring A1 people.
Exactly. We love people who are hustlers, who have that hustler mindset.
Time is money, money is time to us, So we
you
like
go.
to keep that, especially college kids, That's who you guys should shoot for,
You're 22 now.
I'm 22 now, about to graduate. They pay me great. I always have the opportunities to get to communicate and speak to new customers, so it's going good.
Amir's awesome here, and so we talked a little bit about the break. What about the seasonality? So a lot of people are discouraged about hiring because you're like, well, nobody's going to want a job for just 3, 4, 5, 6 months a year. What do you say to that?
I mean, there's a lot of hours over the summer. You're typically working. I'm taking in like 55 hours of, the whole pay period just for the week. Just because
2 weeks.
every 2 weeks. Yeah, every 2 weeks. So it's good. There's a lot of flexible. I'm getting overtime pay. There's especially the kids here too. There's a lot of work to be done here. So especially from deliveries to cleaning and stuff like that. There's you always have to go and take the time to go and spray down the bounce house to show the customer that okay, the bounce house is clean, they're doing their job and everything like that. So we tend to make sure that show our customers that we're doing our job as well. So
You know what's funny? We use the routing software I talked about in another video. But what's funny is that I noticed, especially this past year, we pay them by the hour, but these guys refuse to milk the clock. Like they always finish. So the schedule says you're supposed to be done by 4. They're done by 2, and they clock out and they don't get paid. And they're proud. I mean, can you talk about that a little bit? I'm surprised. That
like,
impressed me this year.
it's like, I don't know, like a lot of us, we we rather come to the warehouse and chill, especially on those hot days, That sun was always like kicking our butts too, We always are, especially with our great bosses, they always supply us with freeze pops, water, Gatorade, and things like that.
Yeah.
So we were always running out of those in the truck. We wanted to come back, restock, and then go back out there. So that's how kind of it was. But at the same time, they're very understandable how hot it is. It's hard, but very typically only the young kids could really do that right now at that age. So it's fun at the same time, but we don't have a problem with that. We started at 7 a.m., a good 7 to 2. Okay, the next day we have to pick up the bounce house. We're starting 7 a.m. again. That shift ends at 3, 4. Okay, we'll take the time to come back, reorganize the warehouse, clean the tables and chairs because we know they're going to go back out there the next day. So
Awesome. So yeah, leadership. I love it. So do you have how many of the guys so get back to the question about working seasonally. A lot of these guys have other jobs, and what we do is we can you talk a little bit about how is it that we schedule with your other job?
Yeah, so-
and how does it work with Jamila? Like, can you explain the process from how she texts you and all
You guys
that?
are very flexible, definitely. So she basically like puts out in the group chat, you know, of all the employees, like, hey, we have a bounce house going out, who's available, you know, and it's usually whoever's the first employee to, hey, I'm available, you know, hey, you got it, and then, okay, if it's a couple, you need help on that delivery, no problem, okay, the second person, you know, they got it.
But doesn't she text you like every Monday? She says,
She
hey,
definitely texts us, yeah, we have a list of this, and it just depends on who's available to be able to take, you know, if I'm available with school and everything, you guys are flexible
School
with that.
too, yep.
Exactly, you know, some days I have to go to office hours, you know, and they completely understand. I have to get my education done, and they understand that, so, especially, you guys let the youth get a chance to make some money as well, so they give them chances to go out, explore too, so.
Make me feel like, making me big-headed. Love you, man. Love it, love it, love it. So you see, it's, you don't want to be embarrassed of your seasonality or that you're a small business. It is a strength, and there are people out there who appreciate it because they get to go to school, because they get to only work on weekends. There's people who want that flexibility. You just have to find those people, and it takes time. But once you find one, the second will come, and the third, and the fourth. We rarely have to put out any job posts for our delivery crew. Let's show the most important retention tool here is this fridge right here. You want to show what's in there? I don't know if there's anything in there.
Let's see if we have anything. See, we got the freeze pops, you know. We're all out of the pink and blue ones, you know. I probably ate them all. I apologize, you know. But you know, we'll restock soon. We'll see. Usually the water, you know, we have water.
Oh.
We have some Celsius in there, so.
It's off season
Not
right
bad.
now. So,
Off season.
So we got to do better. We get some chips.
We got some chips. We got some Doritos, beef jerky in the back. Some
He says
candy
always
bars.
be snacking.
I get rid of all the beef jerky and the hot Cheetos, so that's how I am. But
Let's go in the office and talk a little bit about the how do we do our interviews and all that. So what we do is we ask our guys to refer somebody. We tell them there's a referral bonus. And what is the way that you guys do that? I don't even have a Snapchat. But these guys, can you talk a little bit about if I tell you to do that? And these kids are young. They know what to do. They'll put it on their stories or whatever. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, we usually just like post a lot of just like funny videos of ourselves, like just doing things at work. And then a lot of kids, you know, just tend to swipe up like, oh, like where do you work, you know? And they love like, oh, the culture, you know? We're having fun cleaning inflatables, you know? Sliding down the slide, we're getting it soaked, you know, all the guys are messing around. So we're all like wrestling down it, you know, we're having a fun culture, you know? You gotta make the job fun. You gotta make it enjoyable at the same time, get the job done. So
there's a pro tip. Encourage your team to post on their personal, which a lot of times you don't want people on their phone, right? This is what most businesses do. Don't be on your phone at work. I guess I didn't even know this, but I guess encourage them. Hey, post on your stories what you do and fun at work, and then when we do hire, I guess he's already got a list.
Exactly. Believe it or not, you know, a lot of 18, 22-year-olds, you know, we have fun on those water slides. You know, it's fun going on with all the guys and stuff like that. Wrestle on it. It's how we are. You know, we love. It's fun, but it is what it is. That's how it is, and you'll find those kind of people. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you find the right people. You're not allowed to turn around. Come look over here. So we hire, fire, and reward based on what?
Leadership.
Our core values.
Leadership.
We have 4 core values. What are they?
Leadership.
They're right behind them.
Leadership, intelligence, right? Intelligence, integrity, and fun.
There you go. Leadership, integrity, intelligence, and fun. So these are the 4 core values. This is how we know somebody's a good fit. If they can lead, and we have what each one explains. You have to decide what your core values are. If you want more on mine, I can, you could comment and I'll tell you. But this is what most people don't have. So you just hire whoever talks a good game, right? And a lot of people will talk a good game at the interview, but you have to ask for scenarios and questions, and you have to be smart to figure out, are they a leader? Right? Do they have integrity? Like, I'll ask people, when was the last time you told a lie and got caught? When was the last time you told a lie and didn't get caught? Based on those answers, the way they answer, how fast they answer, what the scenario is, you could tell if somebody's got integrity or not. Because I tell people, my wife and I spent 10 years building this business. You're going to be out there in the field representing my legacy by yourself. That's a big thing that I'm trusting you with. I need to know that you have integrity. I need to know that you have intelligence, where if a customer tells you to set up a bounce house here and you know that that's the wrong spot or there's going to be an issue, that you have the intelligence to say, no, ma'am, I'm not going to do what you need me to do. Like we had what was that intelligence issue where the customer told them with the big box truck to go up a really steep hill, and they just went and the truck got stuck, and we had to call a tow truck. Couldn't reverse. It was like it was a big thing.
It wasn't even a regular tow truck. They had to pick up the U-Haul, you know.
And I asked, I'm like, guys, where was your intelligence? Well, the customer said we could go. Like, yeah, but you have to say you have to have that intelligence and say, just because this customer said doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. And of course, fun, right? We want to make sure that everybody's having fun, that they're not making other people miserable. But core values are very, very important. So to sum this up, the hiring crash course, number one, it's a numbers game, right? There are great people out there. You just need to expose yourself out there. You need to put your company in front of a lot of people, whether it's social media, post on your personal profile, on social media, on Indeed, post everywhere. We are hiring people who have these qualities. We are looking for somebody who doesn't want to be behind a grill, who wants that flexibility. You want to brag about those things, who wants to work just weekends, who wants to work, flexible hours every week. It could be different hours. Have the pay be competitive, and then when they're ready to interview, if you haven't met them before, I ask them to submit a video. This is what we've been doing. We say submit a 3-minute video telling me about yourself. And I have like 5 questions where I say, what are your strengths? Why do you want this job? I just ask them, I need a video because the rule is you want to hire for the soul and train for the role. It's okay if they're not experienced. We just want to have them to have a good personality because that tells you that they align with your business. They can grow with your business, right? And the other rule is, the number one rule of hiring is hire slow, fire fast. You want to take your time hiring. Don't rush it. If you know you need somebody by March, you should start in January, right? Take your time, look, keep posting. The people are out there. Statistically speaking, they're out there. You just can't rush. You have to build your list. And then last but not least, my number 3 rule. So number 1 is hire for the soul, train for the role. Number 2 is hire slow, fire fast. Number 3 is hire before you need to hire. What that means is always have a list of people who want to work. We have a long list. I don't think we have it anymore, but we have a long list of people who want to work here. Next time we're ready, we start calling them because we already know they want to work here. So I hope that's been helpful. This has been the hiring crash course. Comment in the comments if this has been helpful. Put your city and your state to let me know you made it this far in the video. And a big thank you to our man Amir. If you guys have enjoyed having Amir, and if you guys want more tips from Amir, let me know in the comments. I'll ask him any questions you guys have, and maybe he'll start his own channel and start giving advice. He should be the bounce house guy. It'll be a good one. Right? All right, guys. Thank you. See you on the next one.
Take care.